Goodbye. Hey guys, today I want to talk about one of the most underrated SoloQ characters that are currently in the game, Absol. You guys know I love playing lane Absol, not jungle Absol, lane Absol. I have an insane win rate with it, and it's so underrated and just very, very, very strong. So for the build, we run Night Slash and Sucker Punch, very strong abilities. I don't really like Pursuit, it's very hit or miss, like, it's just too inconsistent. For items, Scope Lens, Razor Claw, Body Barrier, both crit items since Absol needs to crit, otherwise you won't get the kills, and Body Barrier just so we have an easier time team fighting. I'm gonna go over some Absol gameplay now and explain you guys why I think lane Absol is much better than jungle Absol, and why it makes more sense to play it in lane than in jungle. Also, if you guys enjoy the content, obviously would appreciate if you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks! Alright, let's go over some lane Absol gameplay. Early game is very straightforward. We start with Feint, get our Slash, and then we just look for last hits, combining our Slash and our Feint together. And the reason why I like playing lane Absol more than jungle is because you're always fighting someone. In jungle, you have to go back to your jungle, clear your jungle, you waste a lot of time. In lane, after you get level 5, Absol is one of the strongest level 5 characters in the game. You can guarantee pretty much every single last hit in lane, and a lot of times against SoloQ, you lane against very squishy characters that will just like die in one combo after you get level 5. So that's why I prefer playing it in lane. Also, another reason is why I prefer playing it in lane is because it doesn't block a hyper carry spot, right? Normally your jungler wants to be a hyper carry like a Cinder is, Greninja, and if you play Absol in jungle, you cannot block that. Those characters you can't play in lane. Absol you can play very well in lane, even though people think, yeah, speedsters deserve to be in the jungle or something. Yeah, that's why I'd rather have a hyper carry for late game teamfights, right? A Cinder is, Greninja is still gonna carry late games harder than a jungle Absol. So jungle Absol can snowball games very hard as well, but the same can do with lane Absol. All you have to do is try and focus to get level 5. Here, sadly, our lane partner died. But our entire goal is just get level 5, and then we start rolling over our opponents. Now we have 5, and we can get pretty much every single last hit with Night Slash now, because it does crit when people are low HP. So you pretty much always do 800-900 damage to our dinos when they're under half HP, which means you just, yeah, you can see it probably right here. And now we get another last hit, 887 damage. High chance it always crits on someone that's low HP, so it's very, very strong at securing last hits. In a lot of my games, you will see me, and here we go, there's one kill, just jump in, get our Night Slash, and second Night Slash, we crit twice, and the guy's dead. There's a lot of games where I hit level 9 as a lane Absol. It happens more often than you would ever think would happen. It's the one character, I pretty much, half of my games I'm level 9 on first dread. It's quite insane. Here we get another last hit. Auto take our Lucario. We run Razor Claw. You can actually proc Razor Claw twice of a Night Slash as well if you want to. It does happen twice, so one Night Slash, auto-taking, waiting a bit, Night Slashing, auto-taking, will proc everything. And on 7 we go Sucker Punch. Psycho Cut is just too unreliable compared to Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch actually does very good. It has CC. And it offers long-range engage as well. And it can also block enemy CC or one attack, right? So it's just a very good counter-attack. The way it works is if you get attacked while using Sucker Punch, you jump instantly to your target and stun him. If you don't get attacked, it doesn't happen. But yeah, here again, we just very aggressive now. That means they try to go for us, but they don't have a chance even 2v3. I'm already level 7.5. I was going to just sadly my Night Slash, but you have to be careful. My Night Slash snapbacked, so that can happen as well. We also clear beasts very fast with this character too. Yeah, I was like kind of surprised I'm like dying, but yeah, you just turn this around very fast. A Sucker Punch, he auto-takes me, he gets stunned, double Night Slash, and he's dead. And now we're almost level 9 already. People are very unaware as well what Absol does. I think that's one of the strengths. People just really don't understand this character and know how to play against it. So as a tip, if you play against Absol, try to not proc her Sucker Punch. Try to be aware that if she uses it, because if you don't counter, if it doesn't land a counter attack, right, it doesn't stun. It just doesn't stun. So you can actually just kill Absol if she's this low, but yeah. And now we just look for one, we Night Slash and Nordino, find the next Night Slash, and now we just run over opponents. And you can see my damage is insane, already level 7. Here I was thinking, I don't know if my team was breaking the goal or not. I was happy they were not breaking the goal, but in case they were breaking the goal, I was ready to score 40 in the next phase. I'm very happy they didn't break the goal though, because you will see now, this is the scenario I always talk about. If you don't destroy the goal, you will see how much free experience I will get now. There's nothing, the rotom is not very important. At 6 minutes, both teams will be easily defending it. And I will just be farming Audino after Audino, and I will be insanely high level by the end. We Sucker Punch him again, Night Slash, and pretty much every squishy dies in those two abilities. pretty much every squishy. And you can also abuse Sucker Punch against characters like, Sludge Bomb or Petidance, Venusaur, whatever they play. You can run into damage that's on the ground, and you can always make sure your Sucker Punch procs then. Because you just have to get hit during Sucker Punch. It just counter blocks one tick of damage you take at the start of it, and then you will instantly jump to your target and stun. So look out for things you can, predict and make sure that your Sucker Punch stuns. And now we're just very aggressive. This guy just even underscore just blinks away from me. I'm already level 11. I'm just pressuring him a bit more. There's just no way I can die. Take his berry away. And yeah, it doesn't really matter if we chase him. Here, it's fine slowly breaking the goal. They defended though, but yeah. At this time, it would be fine to break it. Next Dreadnought will be up soon, but they didn't. He doesn't let me break it. So you know what? I'm just taking more free Odinos. He still doesn't let me break it. So back to our side. I'm already 12, probably the highest level in the game. Except I'm not sure what my level my Greninja is. But yeah, we take the next Audino. And now I'm looking for another break again in case the enemy team is there or not. Because right now it would be good timing, but the enemy team is here to be ready for Dreadnought. But you can see my level is insane already. I'm 2 levels, 3 levels, 4 levels above almost everyone else. If I killed this goal earlier, then the Venusaur, he would have been a Venusaur by now. But because we didn't break the goal, he did not have Audinos to farm on bot side, which means he's still a Ivysaur. And you can see, just taking more Dinos again, going over the wall. There's also a fun thing with Night Slash, is where it has much more range than it indicates. I think I'm gonna just show a clip on the screen, how it looks like. It has much more range than you think it has, and the hitbox is very, very big. As the guy has no chance, we just jump him. We're level 13 already now, 420, at 420 as a lane Absol, which, normally that's something a jungler can only be. And that's just because we didn't break the goal. I literally gained 2 levels from it. And they're going to gain nothing from it. They're not even evolved yet. This is why that's why I would like for people not to break goals as much. Only if it's really like, you're winning very hard. Here another Night Slash, get another kill. And we're just running completely over this game. And if I was a jungle Absol in this game, I would have had back to my jungle to clear it multiple times unless someone of my team clears it. Which I don't know if you want to rely on your teammates clearing your jungle. But that would work as well. Like you start as a jungler, right? Get level 9, and after level 9, one of your allies takes over the jungle. That could also work, right? But yeah, I think the clear you have and the lane secure is just way too good after you get level 5. Absol does have some hard laning phases, right? If you play against something like Mamoswine, Wigglytuff, it's quite difficult to play Absol. But even that can be doable. Already level 14. Finally grouping with my team a bit. I don't really have to farm anymore. I'm just gonna try and push this in. And yeah, I don't want to use my ultimate anymore though now, because it's a bit too late. If I use my ultimate now, it will not be up. But they actually just let the Rotom go in, so I just like, okay, sure. Get my stuff and try to run away, blink away. And I should be totally fine. I can even turn around sometimes here, but like, it's just not worth it. You always have to think about, is it worth it to go on someone who's 3 levels down on you? Most likely not, but I can heal on the full beast on level 11, and there's like Night Slash heals. If you hit, and if you crit, it does even more healing. So yeah, we just do Night Slash, hit all 4 Bs, and we are back to almost full HP. Here I jump into Lucario, I didn't really realize what was happening. Just got close combat to death. I'm already dead for 30 seconds now. And yeah, in case you don't know how death timers work, it stacks with how high level you are, with how many points you have scored since your last death, and with how much your kill streak is since your last death. All those 3 things count in how much your death timer will be. So yeah, if you have a big kill streak or you scored a lot of goals, you will be dead for quite a long time. Sadly, then Lucario is also level 40 now, which was quite scary. This was my first death, so yeah, I'm dead for very long after having all those kills. And the scores. But now we're almost level 15 already. Again, as a lane Absol, we hit level 15. And this happens quite often that I'm actually very, very high level for late game on lane Absol. Just because I was able to farm so much experience by getting all the last hits. And now we look for a team fight. Absol in teamfights is very hard to play. You have to wait for your team to engage and then look for flanks or openings. And Greninja already died though. Gonna wait out the Kremlin ultimate. It's very hard to fight into body barriers, so we just wait all that out. Now we have to just going away from Lucario. I see him kinda low, I'm just gonna ult, get 1 kill. Look for the Venusaur next, because the Lucario is a bit too tanky for now. We just one-shot the Venusaur really fast, and now the Lucario is also no issue. We dodge this close combat. Now the Night Slash, and he's dead. And now we cannot turn our attention to Zapdos. And yeah, I think this was a very good example of why I think, or how you should play lane Absol. Here was the Greninja coming. I was like, okay, whatever, he's dead anyways. Just another Night Slash. He goes from half HP to 0. We get a quadra kill. And then we surrender. So this is how you should be playing lane Absol. And I hope it also showed you guys again why breaking goals is bad, or why keeping goals up is actually sometimes the right play, or most often the right play. And if you guys want to play some Lane Absol yourself, feel free to. It takes some time. It's quite difficult. It takes some time, but it's one of the most fun characters I've played. I haven't even played Absol much until recently, and it's become literally my favorite character of the game. It's so fun and so addicting to play. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video. See you in the next one. Bye!